step-by-step tutorial on how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Step 1 is get all the ingredients. That's going to be your skillet, your bread, cheese, butter, and I like to have a plate to put everything on. Next step would be to take the bread, and you're going to butter both sides. Okay, so now both sides are buttered, and you just do need to do one side. That's all you need to do. And that is so that when you put it on the pan, it doesn't stick and it comes off easier. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your skillet, bring it over to your stovetop, and turn it on to a low heat. Not super low, but you want it low so it warms up the pan without getting it super hot. Come back over here, bring your plate, bread, and your cheese. You can do one for a basic grilled cheese, but personal experimentation has shown that 2 pieces works best. So then, you put your second piece of bread on, and you let it sit. And you'll do this until it gets warm. You don't want to increase the heat, because while that will make it cook faster, it will make it so the cheese is still cold when you get it off. So now you wait for 6 minutes. Side note, if you're making just like one grilled cheese, that would be a good time to put away your ingredients. But if you're making more, that would be a good time if you wanted to get your more bread out, butter them up, just because then, you can save on time management, putting stuff away, all of that. I'm just making this one for the experiment, so I just need the one. And while this is mostly the same, you can also make one of these with meat, and that'd be like ham works the best. What I found is honey ham works very well because it mixes well with the cheese. So would be good for that. It would be cheese, ham, cheese, bread, because then the cheese will help it stick to the bread. Cheese like the glue that keeps the sandwich together. One thing I just realized I forgot to show in the introduction was you will be needing a spatula. Wider one usually works the best because it's easiest to get under the sandwich. Now to be able to check, you kind of just want to get the edge, work to the side, then you can check under. That one needs a lot more time. And just do that every 2 to 3 minutes. But once you start hitting that 4 or 5 minute mark, that's when you can start checking it every minute, just because around that time is usually when the sandwich starts getting cooked. Now, once you make the first initial sandwich, they will start cooking a lot faster because the pan will get warm. So after the first 2-3 sandwiches, they'll start coming off every 2 minutes. So that would be good because what you'll want to do then is take the ones that are done. And that's when, if you're making it for your family, give them to the family because they'll probably be cold by the time they're all done. And so if your family likes hot sandwiches, you'd want to get them eaten before they're cold. Right, so it's looking like this sandwich is pretty good. Again, just get under the corner, get to the edge of the pan, check. That one's ready. So then you go under, and just flip. If you hear it sizzle, that means you put the right amount of butter on there. If you hear nothing, you probably forgot to butter that side. What you're looking for is just the golden brown. If you look at the corner where there's usually cheese sticking out, just touch that. See how it basically just fell apart? That means it was under there for a good amount of time. Because it had time for the cheese to get all nice and gooey. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And so now the other side will cook much faster because right now, pan, it's obviously metal. So once it's heated up, kind of like retains heat. So this side will only take probably around 30 seconds to a minute. One mistake I just thought to point out in case you're new at this is you can press the crust bits with a spatula, but don't press the whole sandwich because right now the bread's getting cooked by the pan, but then also there's air in the bread, and that's what kind of helps make it toasty. So when you bite into it, it's a nice crunch. So while pressing it flat will make it cook faster. I think it loses a bit of taste, and so I would recommend against doing that, just to keep the flavor intact. Great, so it's looking like the sandwich is done. Grab it, bring it over to the plate, flip it, see how you did. This is looking a little bit darker than the other one, but I like it that way. Now, you make sure your stove is turned off. Make sure, if you have gas, make sure the flame's gone. Make sure you can't hear anything. When you have your propane on, it makes a distinct sound. Very important to make sure the stove is all the way off. Otherwise, you can risk fire hazard or something along those lines. Now, just remember, this is hot. This metal it's hot. Okay? You don't want to touch anything around that for, I would say, probably 20 minutes. Just being safe. Spatula, not going to be hot. It's just plastic. But, there you have it. That is one perfectly made grilled cheese sandwich. Now, one thing you can do, I like to put a bit of ketchup on mine. I'm not a big tomato soup guy. I think ketchup works just fine. But, yeah, that's how you make a grilled cheese sandwich. In conclusion, learning to cook for yourself matters because it gives you independence, saves money, and helps you stay healthier. When you can cook, you're not stuck relying on fast food or someone to feed you. You're in control of yourself and your own decisions. It also lets you choose better ingredients and portion sizes, which can improve your overall health. In the long run, cooking is a basic life skill that builds confidence and makes life easier.